Item 1 of supplementary list for judgment.
The appeal is allowed. The accused appellant is settled.
Deeply obliged, Your Lordship.
Similar prayer from Friday.
What is it?
Lordship, praying for listing of a case, Lordship, on Friday, Lordship.
Why? Friday?
Lordship, this is the leftover matter. The matter was earlier listed on 8/5/23. The matter was not reached, Lordship.
Oh,
So some urgency is there, Lordship,
okay.
within this week, Lordship. Applies.
May I please, your lordship, I beg to mention the WPC, my prayer is for listing lordship. The matter was last listed 29th May 2022 lordship. After that, the matter was not listed. So kindly matter may be taken on Friday,
Not Friday, 14th.
14th.
Maybe. I recommend for listing a contempt matter, my lord. Earlier it was listed, but not this, my lord. And on 12,
16 June.
my lord, 12.
16.
Alright.
Also, I beg to mention a pending contempt matter, my lords. Playing for listing of a pending contempt matter, subject to my lord's convenience, my lord, next week.
16.
Deeply
May I
obliged.
please, your lordship. As well as the concern of the other party, I would like to mention item number 13, your lordship. Lordship, this matter relates to the medical reimbursement of the petitioner. The claim of the petitioner is in process in the health department. So pray for the lordship to grant us 2 weeks' time to get the updated report regarding the compliance of the order.
You have for the respondent.
Lordship,
Respondent 1 and 3, the
Lordship,
health and finance department.
I am praying for the petitioner, Lordship.
Oh,
My only prayer, Lordship, a date may be fixed, Lordship, immediately after 2 weeks, Lordship. Because matter is pending since.
have you given your mention slip?
No, your lordship.
Why?
No, your lordship.
Wait for your turn.
May it please your lordship, I beg to prevail for listing this matter for motion, lordship.
Monday.
Really obvious, lordship.
Lordship, I pray for listing of a petition, Lordship, regarding non-payment of salary, the BTC area. It may be taken up on Thursday, Lordship. It was fixed on December 22.
Next week. 18th.
18. Next week.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention for a listing, lordship.
Lordship,
15.
15,
1 5.
Lordship. Obliged.
Lordship, listing, earlier it was listed but not reached, lordship. Next week, lordship.
June 9, 20. 20 June.
Similar prayer, my lord.
Same date.
20.
I also have similar prayer regarding listing of contempt orders, my lord. It has not been listed last 2 years, my lord.
Okay. 19.
Oblige, lordship.
May it please your lordship. Therefore, listing, lordship, admission, lordship. Matter regarding the corporation of service, lordship. Last posting in the month of July 2022, lordship. This is the matter list of
21st.
Friday, lordship.
21st June.
21st.
Yes.
Might be listed, lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention for withdrawal, my lord, on Friday, my lord. Withdrawal. I am on.
Lordship, I beg to mention item number 6 and 7, my lord. I supposed to file affidavit, my lord. I am appearing on behalf of the respondent, my lord.
Lordship, let me
So, my lord-
come, my lord. They did not inform us, my lord.
My lord, I supposed to file the affidavit today, my lord. It is waiting for vetting, my lord. Maybe 2-3 days, maybe 1 week, my time. my
Wait
lord.
for your turn.
Lordship.
May I please your lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention for listing of an IA, my lord, this Friday.
Why? What is the urgency?
For stay vacating, my lord. IA is for the stay vacating, my lord.
Okay.
And one is for admission only next week, any date, my lord.
Wednesday, 19th.
19 months. Deeply obliged.
21 of supplementary list. Motions.
Your lordship.
My lord, I have collected my lord resolution one. Resolution, your lordship asked yesterday, resolution of the my lord, last.
Yes, this matter may be taken up after some time. Yesterday, there was a government holiday. The SR Barua was dealing this matter. He is on his way. So matter may be taken up after some time. Then. Obliged.
One of daily list. Admission.
Lordship, regarding regular pay scale from 23/9/2019. Petitioner was initially appointed as OBB teacher, my lord, and thereafter, my lord, on completion of his DL
Who applies for the other side?
elementary education. my lord.
Kaushik, you're there? Yes, proceed.
Now, my lord. In 23/9/2019, the petitioner completed his DLED, my diploma in elementary education, my lord. And for that, my lord, he is entitled to get his regular scale from 23/9/2019. my lord. During
23?
23/9/2019. my lord. Lordship, kindly have a look at page 40 of my writ petition. Annexure 10, my lord. Second paragraph, my lord. Abdul Samad, the petitioner, my lord, has successfully completed 2 years DLED course under SCERT on 23/9/2009. Now he has submitted a prior petition along with relevant data. Now during pendency of this writ petition, my lord, my regular pay scale from November 2021, my lord. It ought to be 23/9/19, my lord, and they are releasing only from November 2021. My lord. This is one fault of the prayer, my lord. Another, my lord, I am not receiving my arrear salaries from 1/7/2004 to 22/7/2010 and 1/11/2014 to 13/10/2016.
What are the dates?
My lord, 1/7/2004 to 22/7/2010 and 1/11/2014 to 13/10/2016. A fixed pay of rupees 1,800 per month, my lord. At that time, I used to get 1,800 per month prior to my lord completion of my DLED degree. My lord. Now, my lord, page 41, my lord, of writ petition. This is regarding my lord, arrear salary. This is communication issued by Block Elementary Education Officer to Director Elementary Education. My lord. Page 41, 16/11/2019 communication. Lordship,
Yes, read it.
my lord, in reference to the subject cited above, I have the honor to inform you that Abdul Samad has been appointed initially by the Deputy Inspector of School Udalguri at Sonso as assistant teacher in OBB scheme on fixed pay of rupees 1,800 per month by Sonso, and accordingly he has joined the school on 14/3/2001. Again, he was transferred from Sonso in the retired vacancy of Sonso by memo number Sonso, the 5th October 2000. Accordingly, he has joined the school on 14/10/2006. He has got monthly salary 1,800 with effect from 14/10/2000 till date. Presently, he was working in Dokkin Niz by 13/6/2018 by mutual transfer order dated Sonso. That said, the details record of payment regarding Abdul Samad may be mentioned as follows. This is my lord. Serial number 1, my lord, 14/3/2001 to 13/6/2004. This is clear, my lord. And next one, my lord, 1/7/2004 to 22/7/2010. This is pending, my lord, which I am claiming here, my lord. And next, serial number 3, my lord. That also I have got, my lord, 23/7/2010 to 31/10/2014. Already released, my lord.
Okay. Then
Next, serial number 4, my lord.
I've seen.
My lord. Now,
Then?
Then, well, in spite of that till date, my lord, my this arrear salary and as well as my regular pay scale, my lord, which I is entitled to get from 2023/9/2019. I am getting it from November 2021, my lord. And earlier occasion also, lordship, it was posted before this honorable court, my lord. There are direction to obtain instruction on the particular letter 16/11/2019, my lord. Annexure 11, page 41. Yes, sir. It took instruction, sir. Huh?
Where is this letter?
Page 41, man.
No, 15 September 2021.
My lord. 23, my, this is page 40, man.
Yes.
My lord, they have filed their affidavit in opposition in this case, my lord. And page 12, my lord, of their affidavit in opposition, my lord. The order passed by the Director Limited. Now, my lord, my limited prayer before your lordship. The writ petition may be disposed with the direction to release my area salaries, my lord. And my current regular pay scale from 23/9/2019. At present, I am getting my regular salaries, my lord.
You passed out your DLA from on
23/9/2019, my lord.
according to this order, it is 16/11/2019.
Now, my lord, this is because the certificate issued on 16/11/2019. I have annexed a writ petition, page number 39, my lord. At the bottom, my lord, date 16/11/2019. Full basis of full basis of
Yes. This is 16/11/2019.
16/11/19, my lord.
So you will get from this date,
Oh, my lord,
not 23/9/2019.
lord.
That has been released, isn't it?
My lord,
According to this order,
lord. According to this order, they released from November 2021, my regular scale salary.
according to this order, 15 September 2021.
My lord,
It was released with effect from 16/11/2019, isn't it?
no order was passed, my lord.
Order was passed to
In
register.
spite of that, I have not received from 16/11/2019. It was released on from November 2021. I have
What
received
are they saying in the affidavit?
the affidavit.
Lecture 4. Page 5.
Page 5, my lord.
Of the counter, last.
Plus,
second paragraph.
subsequently, upon receipt of the report from the executive chairman cum director open and distance learnings SCRT Center, the order of allowing to draw prescribed time scale of pay as admissible under ROP rules has already been issued in respect of petition with effect from date of passing of the date. Right order date. Now, my lord, in spite of this order, I have not received my salary regular pay scale from 16/11/2019. I am receiving only from my lord 21 November 2021. My lord.
Yes. Also,
Para scene of the affidavit. no? Pursuant to this order of 5/15/9/2021, my lord, the sanction amount has already been disbursed to the petitioner from the above mentioned period. Now, on the petitioner's only claim with respect of the area salary 1/7/2004 to 22/7/2010 and 1/11/2014 to 13/10/2016 at the fixed pay, my lord. My lord, that, my lord, we are seeking a report from the DO, my lord. We'll require 2 weeks time, my lord. We have sought for a report from the DO with regard to this period, why it has not been paid or whether it has been paid. Because after 15/9/2020 and he has been paid the regular pay scale and he is receiving salary.
okay. Heard J. Laskar. Stop. Mr. B. Kaushik. Standing council,
Elementary.
elementary education submits that the department has sought for a report from the concerned
District Elementary Education Officer, Dorong.
elementary education officer
Dorong.
with regard to the payment of area salary in respect of the petitioner for the period 1/7/2004 to 22/7/2010 and 1/11/2014 to 30/10/2016. We therefore place for 2 weeks time to enable him to receive instructions. Praise allowed.
Regarding my regular pay scale from 16/11/2019. That's my instruction may also be why it was not paid, my lord, in spite of their order.
That you have paid, isn't it?
No, they
As
have
per
not.
my
And I am
affidavit.
receiving only from my lord November 2021, my lord.
That we will direct for verification later on.
My lord.
This is the matter of.
He has not disputed this stand of.
Date may be
the
fixed, my
affidavit.
lord. This is, I'm fighting for this right for several years, my lord. The date may kindly be fixed.
Obliged.
Two weeks will go to July now. Summer vacation is coming.
Date may be.
28 July, June.
28th of June.
Two,
Obliged.
Please, your lordship. Well, not your lordship, I think your lordship recollect it has been heard by your lordship long back extensively. Your lordship will not remember because there are hundreds of cases which are coming before this court, my lord. There's a nothing here, but this is not. I just tell one thing, my lord, to your lordship very honestly. There are two situations in this case. One is that I have been appointed contractually. There is absolutely no, government is against how my services have been regularized. This is what the government is saying. It cannot be regularized my service because if you want regulation of service, there has to be advertisement for the post. So there is no advertisement for this post. And number one, number two, your regulation is done by a screening committee. And they say in a screening committee, they have regularized your service. Ultimately, the order which was passed by the director It's a fake appointment. So what I am submitting before Lordship, that I have inquired, these 7 posts has been kept vacant. So I may be continued with my contractual term, not by regulation of the service. Regulation of service, your Lordship, definitely your Lordship will examine. Because that payment has not to be made by the government. Contractual is by the gist. By the particular, that is what you call, science is Jorak Institute of Science and Technology. They are paying it because I inquired and they said all these posts has been kept vacant because of the court proceeding. So I think regulation, maybe your Lordship will examine, but I am out from my service manual. This is the whole problem.
Matter may be possible for a time being, Lordship. Mr. KOA has all the records, etc. in this case, and he has been pursuing the matter, Lordship. So matter may be Lordship, they can have at 2 o'clock. He, Lordship.
Timing is saying.
At 2 o'clock.
Because I am not asking for the,
Yes.
because the government may be against regulation of my service. They said it is a fake. Or is I justify this cannot be fake. That is a different part altogether. But contractual employees, my lord. So far as GIST is concerned, why I should not continue as a contractual employee?
Is it the case where the concerned director was suspended or something?
Yes, yes. But the director was placed under suspension. My case, your Lordship is right, but not suspended. I don't know what has happened with what they have done it. There was an inquiry against the director. How you can make an appointment. And without giving a notice, my services was terminated. This is the case. And they have relied one judgment of the Supreme Court. They said that it requires an approval of a director. So director, they said these are all fake appointments so far as regulation of service is concerned. So there are 2 aspects. One is a contractual, which has nothing to do with regulation of service. If your Lordship holds the regulation of service is also not in accordance with the law prescribed, but contractual employee, there is absolutely no problem, man. So Lordship will take up at 2
At 2
o'clock.
o'clock, Lordship.
Not so. I'm deeply
Obliged.
deeply obliged, man.
Page.
May I please, your Lordship? Well, in this case, my lord, I am appearing on behalf of Mr. Respondent number 2, my lord. Yesterday, we have filed an additional affidavit, my lord, which is not on record, my lord.
When did you file it?
My lord, yesterday, my lord. Yesterday, we have filed.
May I pray Lordship, let the affidavit may be called for it, and after it, 2 Lordship, after some time Lordship, in the meantime, they will Lordship. It's a very urgent matter, Lordship, regarding the affiliation of the Assam Science and Technology.
Additional affidavit dated?
Petitioner, my lord, respondent number affidavit dated, my lord, yesterday, my lord, 5 June. Earlier also, we have filed an affidavit. Yesterday,
They have
Then
filed
additional
it
affidavit.
tomorrow, yesterday, Lordship,
yesterday filed.
by the STU Lordship, Assam Science and Technology.
Respondent number
University.
2.
May I pray Lordship, at 2 Lordship, in the meantime, let the LCR.
I've
sorry,
already fixed some matters at 2 o'clock.
Lordship, after that
Oh,
matter,
tomorrow
Lordship, may kindly.
Along with the affidavit.
After tomorrow, we'll take up.
This should be my lord.
Lordship, I pray, Lordship, is a little bit urgency there. After it, that matter, Lordship, may kindly, Lordship, I pray.
Or tomorrow, my lord.
Let the affidavit may be called for Lordship, because they are dealing Lordship, unnecessary Lordship, it can be disposed Lordship.
My lord.
Four.
Highly your Lordship.
Wait, please, my lords. The petitioners are junior college lecturers, my lords. Their services, the colleges that they are working in, these colleges were provincialized in the year 2001. However, their services were not provincialized, my lords. In view of the same, there was a cabinet decision, my lords, which my lords will find at page 95, my lords. Cabinet memorandum of 28th February 2016. Relevant is at page 11, my lords. Page 99, I'm sorry. Para 11. In view of the above and consideration of all aspects, it has been decided that the teachers, lecturers who were appointed before the college came under the deficit grant in aid and also receive government concurrence subsequent to the provincialization, subsequently provincialized under the Assam Junior College Provincialization Act 2012 shall be regularized on the following terms, my lords. Now, a cabinet decision was taken to provincialize the services of the petitioners and
Affidavit has been filed.
well, it is a covered case, otherwise, my
It is a
lords has
covered
also
case.
disposed of a similar.
Already for some petitioners, my lord, one order has been passed by this honorable court. But I think
Yes.
this order can.
Let us see the order.
It's WPC 5048 of 2022, my lords.
It will Roman.
Then can we dispose of in this?
Yes.
You are Mr.
B. Chaudhary, my lords.
Heard Mr. B. Chowdhury, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. B. Kaushik. Learned standing counsel, secretary,
Secondary.
education department. For the respondents,
All respondents, my lord. There are 1, 2, and 3. So sorry, my lord, 1 and 2, my lord.
1 and 2. my
Three is
lords.
finance.
3 is finance.
for 1 and 2. And MS,
I am Barwa.
I am Barwa. Learned standing counsel, finance department, for respondent number 3. Then we pass this. Same one. You are covered by that earlier judgment in
But-
1051.
1051 as well as my lords, the 3816 of 2021. That is also part of the W.
3816, I have placed it before.
Yeah. 1051.
1051.
So it will be a detour of this order
Yes.
passed in 5048. Is it okay?
My lords.
Dispose. See.
I'm deeply obliged, my lords.
Five.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, may I please pass over the matter for time being? My
Go on.
senior is on legs in court number 7.
Who's your senior?
Mr. J. Chutia, lordship.
Hmm?
He's on legs in court number 7.
Wait for some time.
Not audible, my lord.
Huh?
Senior neck.
Oh.
Something in ability and.
He wants it passed over for some time.
But my lord, they have to file affidavit, they haven't filed.
Have you filed your affidavit?
No,
Lordship, my senior will appear for the matter, so kindly after some time.
Let us wait for some time.
let them be given 2 weeks time, my lord, to file the affidavit. I'll tell Mr. Sutia about it. I'll communicate the lordship's order.
Okay, heard Mr. R. K. Sharma, then the senior counsel. Assisted by Mr.
Debashis Dole.
They only then the counsel for the petitioners. Stop. On request made on behalf of Mr. J. Chutia. Then the counsel for the respondents.
3, 4, and 6.
Caribbean Long Attorney Council.
3, 4, and 6.
Then the standing counsel,
Yes, lordship.
Karbi Anglong, case. Three weeks.
3 weeks time is allowed to file contract.
Obliged, Lordship.
Please stop.
Obliged.
Please stop for 3 weeks.
See,
Lordship, my senior appears for this matter also. Kindly pass over for some time.
Pass over for some time.
My lord, in fact, my lord, in this case, the notice was issued about 10 months back, my lord.
Yeah.
Till today, the respondents have not filed affidavit. Last year also, they have taken time, respondent number 9 to file affidavit. The others have not yet filed. So because of that, the case has not proceeded.
Lordship. I'm appearing for respondent number 8. And we're supposed to file an affidavit. And the affidavit has been prepared, yet we are supposed to get the signature of the respondent, and which are
Who is respondent 8?
Cornelia. Cornelia Cropi.
Hmm?
Six and 7.
Respondent 8 name is struck off.
Freckle.
Then now 9 will be.
Oh, 9 is become 8. Cornelia Krupla.
I made Mr. Saranya, my lord, he says that the affidavit is ready, but his client has not done. Let him file the affidavit within this week, my lord.
Okay, Saranya, yes, in the morning he was mentioning.
Yes, I'm on behalf of
I met him.
Okay, heard MS U Barwa. Learned senior counsel, assisted by Mr.
DJ Methi. DJ Methi.
DJ Maggie, general counsel for the petition. On request made on behalf of M. Saranya, learned counsel appearing for respond number 8.
yes.
How much time?
It was 9, but
No, whatever it is, how much time you want?
1 week, 1 week. If possible, that 20 of June. 20 of June.
1 week time is allowed to file contract.
And that apart, my lord, the affidavit will be necessary from resort number 2,
Who's appearing for?
7.
Lordship.
Who is the director of secondary education?
No, you are respondent number 3, isn't it? You, Sharma?
2, 3, and 7, my lord. They are required to file affidavit. They have also not filed affidavit.
We were supposed to,
The case from Karbi
affidavit
Angle.
is prepared, Lordship, but we are yet to get the signature of the deponent.
Yes. Are you filing your affidavit?
Yes, my lord, I will take instruction and I will file.
How much time?
3 weeks, my lord, after vacation.
Okay. Then you can.
How much
stay
time?
on the- Third, you.
No,
Bharat.
not 3 weeks, my lord. Let it be 2 weeks because every day they are taking
Senior
time to
counsel
file
assisted
affidavit
by Mr. So
since last 10
for the
months.
petition and stuff. Mr. U Sharma, Leonard, standing counsel,
For secondary education.
secondary education. It's allowed, let them have 3 weeks. Again, after 2 weeks, they'll come back, they'll take time, there's no point.
Then let it be last chance, my lord.
It's allowed 2 weeks time to file contract. In the meantime, Mr. M. Saranya, Leonard counsel for the respond number 8, is also permitted to file contract. List after 2 weeks.
Affidavit, my lord, will be necessary from response number 7 and 3, no? 3 and 7.
7.
Same order,
Same order, man. 6 and 7. Same.
same order. No, give me, Saranya, he's also responding 8 here.
Yes, it was 9, but it was struck off and then it is resettled as 8.
Same. In item 7,
Same, my lord.
okay. Same order.
My lord, let it be clear in the order that this is the last chance to file affidavit.
We'll see, we'll see.
Eight.
Made release.
Well, look, before my friend start, my lord, each other is here in this case, my lord. There's some personal details today. It can be taken up day after tomorrow. In the meantime, I have visited you, received the Parvez comment instructions.
You have received.
You have received. He has received, my lord. Let it come day after tomorrow, my lord. He is out. Today he is some personal difficulty.
Day after tomorrow.
Next week,
Then next Tuesday, my lord.
third, Mr. M.R. Kandar, Learning Council. On request made on behalf of Mr.
B. Chaudhary,
B. Chowdhury, Leonard,
Standing Council, SSA.
Leonard Standing Council, SSA. This is the matter again on 13th.
13th, lord.
Can you, my lord, 12th, my lord? Hearing.
It's a Monday.
Not Monday, my lord. Let it be on 14th, my lord.
Let it be on 13th.
13th. I am.
9.
May I please, your lordship, this matter may be taken up at 2.
Two, I've got so many matters fixed.
Let it be on some other day, Friday, my lord. Friday, my lord. It's a bit urgent, Friday.
You are appearing on behalf of,
On behalf of N. Soikia.
on request made on behalf of MSN, Learning Council. This is the matter on 9th.
9 June.
Obliged.
10.
Yes, my
Please,
lord.
Lord.
I am
My lord,
appearing on behalf of Mr.
the
K.
matter
Gogoi,
pertains to my lord.
Pharmaceutical Council of India, respondent number 6, Lordship.
Hmm?
For respondent number 6, CGC, Lanet CGC, Lordship, K. Gogoi.
Hmm.
Lordship, in the last occasion, he was directed to bring some instruction. Lordship. He has communicated to the authorities, Lordship, but till now he has not received the instruction.
My lord, the matter pertains to my lord, the instruction, my lord, from the PCI, Pharmacy Council of India, respondent number 1, my lord. But the petitioners have no grievance against the respondent number 1 because the respondent number 1 already, my lord, already issuing the approval in every year. But my lord, state government, my lord, did not issue the NOC, my lord, though the petition for application for NOC is pending, my lord, from 2019, my lord. Kindly, my lord, page number 23, my lord. For a moment, my lord. Application is pending from 2019 and my lord, 2022, your lordship, the impugned order is page number 44. NOC is issued for page number 44. On the basis of the application and on the basis of the inspection conducted by the Director of Medical Education, my lord, and report is submitted. And my lord,
That we have seen,
page number 44, my lord.
Only thing is that last order,
Yes, my lord.
16/5/2023,
Yes, my lord.
this court directed Mr. Gogoi
Yes, my lord.
to get some instructions.
Yes, my lord.
Let
That
him
is,
get that
my
instruction.
lord, that is 16/5 and today is 6/6, my lord. In the session is going on, my lord. All the other private institutions have been given the NOC except this petitioner, my lord.
Okay, that's why, when can you get your instruction?
Lordship, he has already communicated. 10 days, within 10 days, Lordship, he will.
Here, there's some urgency involved.
Yes, my lord. Last year also could not get the admission, my lord. One academic session already gone, my lord.
After 1 week,
After one, Galcon Bay, Lordship.
heard Mr.
MJ
MZ Kadir, Learning Council for petitioner. On request made on behalf of Mr. K. Gogoi, Leonard. CGI,
CGC.
CGC. List the matter. After 1 week.
My lord, on 13th, my lord. Because, my lord, the academic session will go, my lord. Last year also gone, my lord.
14.
11. Order.
Yeah, please, your lordships. Lordship, here we have filed our affidavit with regard to service of dusty upon respondent number 3 and 4, my lord.
Where's your affidavit?
My lord, it was filed on 12/4/2023.
Respond number 3.
Yes, and respondent number 4, my lord. Both accepted the same with their seal and signatures, my lord.
Yes.
And my lord, one more submission. Respondent number 3 is the principal of the college. The name of the petitioner was left behind for provincialization when one-time scheme was there. Recently, the government has stated that if any names are left behind, the same may be forwarded. My lord, I take your lordship to an additional affidavit filed by me on 3/9/2021. Petitioner, she is a widow and she is a mother of 11 years old daughter. My lord, after the interim order of this honorable court, she has been getting various threatenings orally, even in phone. Of late, what they have done, my lord, I take your lordship to an affidavit filed on 3/9/2021, Annexure 1, page 6, my lord. This is a letter given by the principal to the petitioner, my lord. May I read, my lord? He does not appear in court, my lord. He has asked me to surrender the case or else he will terminate me from service in spite of the High Court's order. And recently he has tweeted me again with another letter, the same context, that the provincialization list he will not send my name if I don't surrender. This is the conduct of the principal. He doesn't appear in court, my lord.
Okay, yes, received notice, isn't it?
Yes, my lord.
Yes,
Lordship, I need to respond 1 and 2, Lordship. We'll file our affidavit. Lord.
you filed.
No, Lordship,
No,
we'll
no,
file that.
not yet filed.
When are you filing?
After 4 weeks, sir.
Third MS.
SG Borua.
SD Barwan and a concept. Stop. Peruse the affidavit. Dated 12/4/2023. Filed by the petitioner. With regard to service of notice. On the respondent 3 and 4 by Dusty Service. Stop. The affidavit is accepted. Notice on respondent number 3 and 4 shall be deemed to be complete. Mr.
A.R. Tahvildar,
A.R. Davildar, standing counsel,
higher education, Lordship.
higher
1 and 2,
education. Is allowed how much time?
4 weeks time, Lordship.
4 weeks time to file counter affidavit. List the matter after 4 weeks in the admission forum.
My lord, an observation with regard to this may also be, my lord, the principal.
Let us not make up.
Yes, my lord, because it's been threatened to terminate her with these letters, my lord.
Anyway, this
Yeah.
before the court will take care of all this. matter.
My lord. And there is an interim order, my lord.
Interim order pass earlier to continue till the next date.
Must oblige, my lord.
I'm like,
12.
Till the next return date.
May I please, your lordship?
Yeah.
Lordship, I like to lordship kind attention on last order, 15 May 23, my lord. In this direction, my lord, we have been directed to take justice service on the respondent number 6, the principal, my lord. We have already taken the justice service, affidavit filed on yesterday. It is not in the record, my lord. And another observation, my lord, on list the matter on so by which date standing counsel for the higher education will file counter affidavit. Here in this case, my lord, the affidavit from the higher education as well as the respondent number 6 is very necessary, my lord. So my humble submission, let the matter fixed on 27th of June of this. In the middle, let the government counsel, my lord, to file affidavit.
My lord, here in this matter, my lord, the dispute is with regard to something that can be only answered by the government. So the affidavit with regard to the government
my
is
lord.
very, because my lord, our salaries are stopped since the filing of the writ petition. This is with regard to provincialization. And so, my lord, we are facing hurdles in this matter, my lord.
So date may be fixed, my lord. In them, let them file affidavit, my lord.
And on last
Mr.
occasion, strict directions was given also, my lord.
Okay, Mr. B.K. Depa, London Council for Petition submits that he has filed an affidavit on
On yesterday, my lord.
5/6/2023 with regard to service of notice
On respondent number 6.
on respondent number 6. Registered to verify and place the same on record. Stop. Mr.
As Bhuyal.
S. Bhuyal and its standing counsel,
Higher division of it.
Higher
1,
education.
2 and 3.
department is allowed 2 weeks time.
3 weeks time. Lord. 3 weeks time.
3 weeks time, we'll go to,
We'll ensure. Lord.
we'll go to summer vacation.
My lord.
Oh, before summer.
But I say to
It's allowed 2 weeks time to file counter affidavit. List the matter on,
my lord, on 27.
okay, 27th.
Because
Deeply obliged.
our salaries are stopped, so we are suffering, my lord. Must oblige, my lord.
Obliged.
13.
Net visual loss. Lordship, my learned friends, in the morning, my learned friends made a mention in this case, Lordship.
Item number 13, your lordship, regarding the medical reimbursement of the
Okay,
petitioner.
okay.
Lordship, my only prayer, Lordship, date may be fixed immediately after 2 weeks, Lordship. This petition has been filed in the month of March.
Your
22,
good name, please?
SN Krishna Treya.
First, Mr. Krishna Trail and Council. On request made by MS
RM Barwa
RM Barwa,
for finance and health department, respondent 1 and 3.
Studying Council, Finance, Health and
Health
Finance,
and finance, 1 and 3.
oblique respondent 1 and 3. This is the matter of the
Any date after 2 weeks, your lordship,
after
26.
2 weeks.
Lordship, date may be fixed, Lordship. My only submission, Lordship.
23rd June.
23rd. Pledge.
23rd. Obliged, Lordship.
14 to 19.
Lordship, my senior Mr. UPNI is on legs in fourth.
Why is it coming up for orders?
May I praise your Lordship? Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, in this batch of matters, Lordship, we have assigned the provincialization order on 2 counts, Lordship. Lordship, the first count is that, Lordship, where a condition was imposed on us, Lordship, that our provincialization will be subject to our outcome in the HSLC examination of 2021. Lordship, to that aspect, Lordship, in the education, Lordship, the rules say that only the marks for the preceding 3 years prior to coming into force of the act, that is 2014, 15 and 16. Lordship, those are to be considered. So the imposition of condition that 2021 HSLC has to be taken is subject to 2021 HSLC thing, that is arbitrary. Lordship, that is the first thing. Lordship, now in the interim, what has happened is, Lordship, even if we assume that the condition was correct, Lordship, 2021 HSLC was conducted. Lordship, we had appeared. Lordship, our salaries were stopped. We had performed well, all the schools, Lordship. There was a communication from the Director of Higher Education that for release of the salaries of the petitioners. That was in Lordship to February 2020. If I may take your Lordship to that order, Lordship. That is at page, Lordship. Page 30, Lordship, of WPC 7613 of 20. Page 30, Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship. May I read it, Lordship? In inviting a reference to the subject cited above, I have the honor to inform you that government has accorded approval for a creation of 87 numbers of posts of teachers and so, subject to the condition that their performance and number of students in HSLC examination in 2021 conform to the eligible standards. In this connection, it is to be mentioned that this office by letter dated so requested the Secretary SEBA to provide the information of academic performances of these 13 schools in the HSLC HM for 2021, enabling to release the salaries to the incumbents whose services were provincialized with effect from such date. As per report of SEBA, 10 numbers of schools have shown better performances in the HSLC AHM examination. As such, they have fulfilled the criteria of provincialization. It may be mentioned that out of the 13 schools, 3 numbers of schools, Lordship, these 3 numbers of schools are not before your Lordship. The remaining 10 numbers of schools may be allowed to receive salary. List of 10 numbers of schools is annexed at Annexure B. Lordship, the Annexure is the next page, Lordship. Lordship, out of your Lordship, 6 schools are before your Lordship. So, Lordship, the condition which we claim to be arbitrary, Lordship, even if that is assumed to be correct, we had fulfilled that condition.
What is 6?
Lordship, the first one is Dighaltari, Lordship, serial number 4, Lordship. Serial number 2, 3, 4, Lordship, 6, 7, 9 and 10.
These are several schools.
Lordship 7613 pertains to Lordship serial number 4. WBC 7613 pertains
No,
to.
no, these are 7 schools. You said only 6 schools. are
Lordship,
before this.
out of them, 10 schools were allowed, but for us 6, till now the salaries have not been released. 6
No,
schools are
but
before.
what you have mentioned is there are 10 schools.
Lordship, yes, there are total 10. Director had requested for approval for 10 schools.
But 6 schools are before this court.
Lordship,
But then you have mentioned seven schools,
Lordship,
2, 3, 4.
Lordship, I will just. Lordship 2 is there. 2, 3. I'm sorry, Lordship. 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 10, Lordship. Serial number 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Lordship,
Let us see the conditions.
Lordship, the provincialization order, your Lordship will find at page 22, Lordship.
Yes.
Page 22, Lordship. Order dated 4th of January 2021. In pursuance of letter number so-and-so dated so-and-so and letter number so-and-so, the government of Assam, and in accordance with the provisions contained in the Assam Education so-and-so Act of 2017 as amended in 18, and the Assam Education Provincialization of Services of Non-Teaching Staff of the Venture Education Act 2018, Governor of Assam is pleased to provincialize the service of the teachers, tutors, and non-teaching staff of Dighaltari High Madrasa, District Dhubri, with effect from 1st of August 2021. Subject to the condition that their performance and number of students in the HSLC examination 2021 conform to the eligible standards with the following terms and conditions. So, Lordship, the first thing is, Lordship, 1st of August 2021, in respect of other schools, we have brought it on record that was effected from 1st of January 2021. Lordship, be that as it may, this imposition of this condition, Lordship, subject to the condition that their performance and number of students in HSLC 2021 in our humble submission is arbitrary because, Lordship, the Act, if your Lordship kindly takes up the Act.
H.
Lordship. Your Lordship will kindly come to page 109, Lordships, rule, section 3, subclause 6. Page 109.
Yes.
May I read, Lordship? Lordship is at the bottom, Lordship, section 3, subsection 6. In case of a venture high school or a venture higher secondary school or a venture junior college or a venture degree college, the concerned venture education institution must have a consistent good academic performance, which would mean that at least 30% of the candidates appearing for the final examination as a whole must have passed in the last 3 consecutive years. Consecutive examinations held during previous 3 consecutive years prior to the date of coming into force of this Act. So, Lordship, this Act having come into force in the year 2017, as per the Act, Lordship, the condition requires the 30% for the past 3 years, that is 2014, 15, and 16. Lordship, in the whole scheme of the Act, there is no condition that the school has to obtain this qualification for a subsequent examination. Now, in spite of this, Lordship, we having attained the requisite qualification in the examination of 2021, from the month of, Lordship, it differs from October, November 2020, Lordship, for around 2021, for around 1.5 years now, Lordship, we are without salaries. There is also this communication from the director for release of our salaries in February 2022. However, in spite of that, Lordship, till date, we are serving without salaries. That is the basic crux of our case, Lordship.
Because of this condition.
Because of this condition, Lordship. And in spite of this condition, Lordship, we had fulfilled it. The director clearly states that these schools have fulfilled.
Where is that letter of the
Lordship, that is at page 30, Lordship. Letter dated 3rd of January 2022. From the director to the principal secretary to the Government of Assam Education Secondary Department. Your Lordship will see the second last paragraph. The remaining 10 schools may be allowed to receive salary. Because as per SEBA, we had fulfilled the condition.
Yes.
Lordship, my prayer today is that therefore, Lordship, let them file their affidavit, but at least our salaries should be released, Lordship. For 1.5 years, more than 1.5 years, we are working without salaries, in spite of having fulfilled what we claim to be an arbitrary condition.
Kaushik, you here?
Just short time, my lord, we'll file our affidavit, my lord. Lordship can in fact take up for disposal. Because otherwise, my lord, their challenge, main challenge in the writ petition is with regard to that condition, my lord. Put in the provincialization order and
Is that
giving.
condition sustainable?
But have to file my affidavit. Going by the,
According to you, is it sustainable?
but the rule doesn't provide any such condition. To
It
be,
has to be for the three.
to be fair, yes.
First 3 consecutive
yes,
years.
to be fair, my lord,
Prior to 2000.
prior to provincialization, 3 years has to be seen.
That is all.
Yes. Let me file my affidavit, my lord. What was the reason behind for putting this condition? My lord?
What about the salaries?
I think, my lord, there is a communication where the director has asked for releasing of the salaries.
Page 30.
So
Page
lordship
30,
can indicate that letter of the director may be given effect. And immediately the salary may be paid. But however, with regard to this conditions, my lord, I'll file my affidavit.
Lordship, let them file their affidavit, but our salaries at least may be released, Lordship.
How long will you take you file your?
Within 2 weeks, my lord.
Then I'll fix a date.
My lord.
On that day, if you don't file your affidavit, I'll pass to you.
My lord. Highly blessed.
Why is it coming for orders?
Lordship, it should have been for admission, Lordship. I do not know why it has come for orders.
Is there any private respondent?
No, Lordship, no.
You're Mr.
A. Chakraborty, Lordship.
What A. Chakraborty? Then stop. On request made by B. Kaushik. Then standing counsel,
Secondary minutes.
secretary education. 2 weeks time is allowed. To file for the affidavit. After all, 22nd of the education.
Obliged, Lordship.
Obliged.
20.
None appears for the petition. Who appears for the respondents? I'm for respondent. I'm for respondent. Secondary education.
He's there. Sir, you and 4.
Mr. B. Kaushik, Standing Council appears for the Secondary Education Department, and Mr. Bukale,
Number 3.
appears for the respondent. Please come back to students in tomorrow class area to continue activity. Oh. Part 2.
Anybody for part two matters?
Part two, I think, yes, the part two is there, but council cannot hear.
Item one of hearing list. Two,
Lordship, we have a matter in part two.
Oh.
So,
Which matter?
middle school LDA,
Item number.
item number 42.
Yes.
Can it be taken up after a while? My seniors out there,
Who's your senior?
MS, sorry. Saranya, I'm Saranya.
You're the respondent or the petitioner's counsel? Your good name, please.
C name,
See,
name. C name.
you're appearing for which party? Petitioner or
Lordship, but
you have not studied your brief.
yes,
You don't
my
know for
senior-
whom you're appearing.
my senior will be appearing.
Your senior will be appearing, but you're making a mention. You don't know for whom you're appearing also. At least this much you should come, you should know.
Okay, actually, I wasn't prepared for this, and
Then why did you mention this item if you're not prepared?
because my senior was asking me to wait for this item. So I thought it shouldn't let me
You
go.
have not prepared this matter in the chamber last night.
No,
Lordship, with regard to item number 21, the
Hmm.
compassionate case, Lordship, mainly subpoena list.
Yes.
Yes, Lordship has directed yesterday to produce the minutes of the DLC, Lordship. Yesterday, as it was holiday, Lordship, I could not procure it at this time.
Where's the petitioner's counsel?
Lordship, I have also asked the authority, the date of the next DLC meeting not yet fixed, Lordship. So I pray, can it be on Friday, Lordship? Because urgency has sought by him that it is going to be held by tomorrow. That's why it was fixed today. But I asked with the officer that they have not fixed the date.
Where's Barbuya? AM Barbuya.
Barbuya. I will inform him, Lordship.
We'll take up at 2. Yes.
Okay, Lordship.
When is the next DLC? They have not yet fixed the date.
My lord, page 48, my lord, they have communicated this, my lord.
I flag it out, Lordship. Serial number 19.
Serial number?
19, my lord.
Masu Ahmed Bordon.
Next DLC is not sitting immediately. So let him file his affidavit.
Can be disposed, only consider, my lord, reconsider, my lord. Nothing else. My lord.
What is? Dispose it of.
Otherwise, Lordship, the early, so far as the earlier DLC is concerned, it is not binding because later on we have placed it that on that 5/10/2021. And the earlier round of litigation in the writ petition 434 of 2022, which was withdrawn by the petitioner. In that case, original record was produced by the department. So apparently there was no next of kin certificate provided with the record. And thereafter, he has produced one next of kin certificate, which says now in this petition, he has annexed it in page number 15, Lordship.
In this minutes, it says
Lordship.
that the next of kin certificate was not produced.
Lordship.
Is it correct? Let
Yes,
us see the
Lordship. Yes,
reports.
because in that earlier round of litigation, which was withdrawn,
My lord,
the department produced the records of the case. It was produced before the honorable court and it was not there, Lordship. Because Lordship,
Then-
kindly see,
my lord, earlier rejection,
Meeting
lordship,
was
kindly have a
held-
look, page 22, my
meeting
lord.
was held on 5/10/2021.
Page 21. There, my lord.
Lordship may kindly see the page 18.
Flimsy, my lord, disputed
Page
fact, my lord,
18,
lordship.
Lordship may kindly peruse page number 18. Page
Yes.
number 18. This is a next of kin certificate. It is issued on 14/12/2021. So this meeting was held on 5/10/2021. So it was procured
So
later
obviously-
on.
My lord, lordship, kindly have a look, page 16, my lord, original one, my lord, first one, my lord. I am saying, my lord, it was
That
lost,
16
department lost, my lord,
lordship.
page 16, my lord.
That 16 was they have filed in the way of an additional affidavit in the earlier round of litigation, Lordship, where we have
My lord, this
stated
is attested
kindly
by
see,
them, my
this certificate is valid only for drawal of pending dues of the deceased payable from government, Lordship.
My lord,
Just not
now, my lord, I have to disclose things, my lord. This, my lord, argument, my lord, they are placing, my lord. Next of kin, my lord, if it is not submitted, my lord, earlier, my lord, why they considered, my lord, in the year 2012, my lord, and they said, my lord, I am less qualified, my lord. And now, my lord, they are reconsidering and saying that, my lord, next of kin was not submitted, my lord. Whereas, my lord, in their departmental particulars prepared for consideration in the
Mr.
DLC.
Bhargava, the issue is this,
Yes, my lord.
in the first writ petition,
Yes, my lord.
they produced the records. That time next of kin certificate was not.
No, my lord, this is not their case, my lord.
No.
They are,
why
1 minute.
is it?
Now in the this particular case, you have come against the minutes of the
no, my lord, this is not the case, my lord. My lord, what happened?
5/10/2021. Your next of kin certificate is of 14/12/2021
Lordship,
after the
My
DLC
lord,
had
this is wrong, my lord, because my lord, if my lord, I had not submitted my lord next of kin certificate, my lord, in the year, my lord, 2008, my lord, along with my application, my lord.
Then let us see the records.
Yes, my lord. Why they consider, my
It
lord?
was already
My lord,
produced,
they are,
Lordship.
my lord.
Before this court,
Lordship.
produce the records, we'll see.
Then,
Lord.
my lord, assuming this, my
Now,
lord,
why are you afraid
my lord,
for them to produce the records?
Lordship will produce.
lord,
again.
Produce the records, let us see.
no, my lord,
If-
this
if-
is, this,
if Your next kin of certificate is not that, then we'll throw out this writ petition.
my lord, this is, my lord, I am from their own record, my lord. This is their own record, my lord. Lordship, kindly have a look. Their particulars prepared, my lord. I have annexed, my lord. This is page 20, my
In
lord.
the earlier writ petition.
No, my lord.
In the earlier writ petition.
No,
Mr.
earlier,
Bhargava, listen to me. You did not produce the next of kin certificate. It was not there on records. Now 5/10/2021 DLC minutes says next kin certificate is not produced. Your next kin certificate is of 14/12/2021 after the DLC had said.
My lord, with all respect, my lord, I have to submit, my lord, otherwise, my lord. I am, my lord, if, my lord, I am rejected in the year 2012, my lord. My rejection, my lord, in the year 2021 is, my lord, meaningless, my lord. Because in the year 2012, my lord, I have to challenge, my lord. In the year 2012, my lord, why it is rejected, my lord? They are saying, my lord, I am less qualified, my lord.
Yes, I know.
Therefore, my lord. In the year 2021, my lord, they considered, my lord, this is non-est in law, my lord. Because my lord, if I am rejected in the 2012, my lord, they could not have considered me, my lord, in the year 2021, my lord. My lord, it is their mistake, my lord, they rejected, my lord, in the year 2021, my lord.
Oh.
Eh.
You came to court, isn't it?
Yes, my lord.
Then what did the court say?
My lord, court, my lord, here, my lord, lordship kindly will look in, when, my lord, I challenged 2021, my lord, this writ petition, my lord, page 49, my lord. Page 49, my lord, there was an occasion, my lord, on 29/7, page 50, my lord. They informed, my lord, before this court, my lord, this, my lord, he was already rejected in the year 2000, my lord, 12. Thereby, my lord, they defended, my lord, my rejection in the 2021, my lord. This is page 50, my lord. Hence, my lord, I withdrew this writ petition with liberty to file a fresh, my lord. Therefore, I am before your lordship. And this is, my lord, this is very technical, my lord, difficult. Before your lordship, all the records and copies is supplied, my lord. And prima facie, my lord, as per my.
In opposition in
And
434.
only they have to consider, my
They
lord.
have withdrawn. After filing our affidavit in opposition in writ petition 434
Yes, my lord.
2022, thereafter they have withdrawn it.
My lord, there is a judgment, my lord. I have annexed this judgment also, my lord. There is a judgment, my lord, in the Fajirun, my lord, page 20.
That I know, that I've seen. I've
Yes,
seen.
yes, my lord, they have to submit, supply to
Let
me.
us
my
see
lord.
the report.
Lordship, I will produce it.
Third, Mr. A. M. Barguel, let me come to the- Mr. S. R. Barwal, Leonard. Government Executive. Shall produce the reports with regard to the district level committee.
Pertaining to Masuk Ahmed Borvi, Lord.
Pertaining to,
The petitioner, Masuk Ahmed Borvi.
pertaining to the petition.
Earlier occasion, my lord, already,
List the matter, 1 week.
Lordship, 2 weeks. I have to call it from.
because my lord, in the meantime, my lord, DLC will go, my lord, because my lord, they are, my lord, changing the date, my lord.
Instances are there, the DLC held for single person also, Lordship.
Yeah, my lord,
Court
DL
action is there, so not.
Up to 2 weeks. If DLC sits, we can direct to have a special DLC.
My lord, kindly any date may be taken.
In the second,
27,
22, 22nd.
Lord.
Obliged.
Two of Delhi technician.
May please your lordship. My lord will kindly see at page 22, before your lordship sees page 22. 22 is, my lord, 18/11/2016. In pursuance of pending approval of Director of Technical Education Assam, the undersigned is pleased to constitute an examination cell at GIST, Jorhat, namely GIST Examination Cell, for smooth conduct of all kinds of examination at GIST, maintaining quality in all respects and keeping records in full confidential custody through proper filing. The cell is responsible to carry out continuous evaluation process as per AICT affiliated university guideline. Cell is also responsible to develop innovative ideas to reform the examination system time to time to achieve the goal of the system indicated. Lordship finds is 3, 4, and 5 is the petitioner. 1 is 3, Ajanta Datta. Petitioner 2 is Miss Vidyarthi Bora, the serial number 4. 5 is Mr. Hemanto Gogoi. Now, these 3 petitioners are before your lordship. 18/11/2016, for what purpose kindly see at paragraph, my lords, 6, 5 and 6 kindly see, my lord.
Your writ petition?
Read petition 5 and 6.
Yes.
That the gist felt the necessity for constitution of an examination cell for the purpose of being in charge of all kinds of examination. Matter was taken up with the Directorate for grant of approval, and constitution of examination cell in gist was approved by Directorate. The gist opened the examination cell for smooth conduct of all examination, keeping proper records. Thereof, the cell was also made responsible for evaluation process as per AICT guidelines. GIST has to conduct 32 different university examination in academic session under 2 university, that is under Dibrugarh University and Assam Science and Technical University as per AICT norm. For that purpose, my lord, this constitution of this cell was constituted. Now kindly see at para 6 that though there were post sanction to GIST which could be utilized in examination cell, initially for lack of sanction, the GIST decided to outsource some of this stuff on contractual basis to be paid from the tuition fees of the students. So what has happened, my lord, this petitioner 1 and 2, 3, there was sanction was not given by the government. So due to lack of sanction, they required this person for constitution of cell because 2 of the university, they have to look into it. So this petitioner 1 and 2, 3, they decided to outsource, bring it from outside. And accordingly, this 1, 2, 3, my lord, was in the constitution of cell. So these are 2 paragraphs which will be indicated. Now kindly see next page at page 23. This is what they decided to, my lord, in the meantime, they decided to advertise for this post on 18/6/2016. But this principle of GIST, because they require urgently. So the principal GIST decided to, my lord, advertise for the post, but there were no candidates which they have advertised on 18/6. So what they decided, page 24, second advertisement was issued by them on 28/10/2016. And all these petitioners, inclusive of others, they participated in this advertisement. And in pursuance to that, at page 26, 26, my lord, on 29/5/2017, this is the first petitioner which they were appointed on 29/5 at page 26. As per the approval of Director of Technical Education Assam, undersigned is pleased to appoint Majanta Datta as section officer at GIST on contract and hereby assigned a duty in GIST examination cell for smooth conduct of all kind of examination at GIST, maintaining quality in all respects and keeping confidential record in a safe custody to so and so, so and so. Appointment is temporary and may be terminated as per service. So this petition number 1, in pursuance to the advertisement that has been issued, she was appointed. Now at page 27, the petition number 2 was appointed Ms. Biddarthi Bora as office assistant of GIST on contract basis. Now, if your lordship turn to page 20, at page 29, that is the petition number 3, Ananto Bhattacharya, at page 29. So all these 3 petitioner was appointed, namely the petitioner 1, 2, and 3 was appointed in different posts in the GIST as on contract at page 29. So lordship finds at page 26, the petition number 1, at page 27, petition number 2, and at page 29 is petition number 3.
This was your first appointment.
Yes. Yes, my lord.
This was your first appointment.
First appointment.
Then-
On for this, first on outsource basis, I was working. Outsource. Because they need certain people very urgently. So on the outsource, we were working. But they advertised for the post. By the principal. First advertisement, there was no candidate. On the second advertisement, these candidates, they appeared. And they were appointed on contractual basis. So these were going on. Now at page 32, page 31, my lord, the problem started from here. At page 31, 22nd of January 2019, the principal got an order from the directorate. Kindly see, following the instruction of the Director of Technical Education Assam during a kind visit to this institute in the month of December 2018, undersigned is pleased to constitute a selection cum screening committee with the following members to verify the testimonials and other relevant documents and the performance of the employees of GIST examination cell established with due approval of Director of Technical Education Assam for onward transmission of the proposal of regulation of the services of the employees appointed on contract basis, again sanction vacant post. Now I'll show certain documents, my lord. All these posts are sanctioned vacant post. It will appear, I'll show it. So what they decide, the principal got an order from the directorate saying that why don't you regularize the services of these three petitioners? And for that purpose, we are forming a screening committee. So this 3%, my lord, was formed. A screening committee was formed by the director. And accordingly, kindly see at page 32. This is the screening committee at page 32. On 25th of February 2019. First paragraph, chairman of the committee asked the employee of GIST examination to submit their original testimonial for verification and also asked to submit their performance report. So far, the committee for assessment the same. Accordingly, the employee submitted all the necessary document to the committee. After through thorough scrutiny, the committee has taken the following resolution. The selection cum screening committee is pleased to recommend highly the names of the following employees of GIST to regularize the services in the interest of public. The committee also authorized the principal GIST to submit the proposal to the concerned department for necessary disposal of the matter for the greater interest of the institute. So these are the employees where names have been recommended by this screening committee for regulation of the services. Now, at page 33, the principal written to Director of Technical Education with reference to furnishing detail of contractual staff employment examiner cell for approval. So these are, my lord, the indication which is given by the principal regarding about their details. Now kindly see the last paragraph. Please find the same and provide necessary instruction to disburse the salary to Jorhat Treasury from the budgetary provision against the sanctioned vacant post at per other contractual employees of the government of Assam. Now at page 34, this is 19th of December 2009, man. Kindly see subject. Creation of 23 number of posts for establishment of Jorhat Institute of Science and Technology Jorhat. I am directed to convey the sanction of the Governor of Assam to the creation of 23 non-teaching posts for the Jorhat Institute of Science and Technology in the scale of pay shown again each plus other allowances as admissible under rules with effect from the date of entertainment up to so and so, subject to the condition that the post will be filled up only when required. So if your lordship kindly see at 5 is a junior assistant 6 numbers. Kindly see serial number 5. So these are the posts of junior assistants. And 7 is Najir, 1 post.
You are appointed to which post?
Number 3, my lord, junior assistant, which consists of section officer. They are called a junior assistant, computer. So now, this is what is the sanction vacant post. At page 34, 35, the expenditure is debitable to the head of account, so and so, so and so. Sanction is with the concurrence of the finance department. So this is in concurrence with the finance department, which in 2009, my lord, they have created. So it was with them. sanctioned post. Now, if you lordship see at page 36, details which was given by the principal, details of contractual non-teaching employees appointed against sanctioned vacant post GIST to run the academic administrative program smoothly. Sanction strength, my lord, will see 23. Man in position regular is 11. Man in position contractual is 3. Examination cell staff. So these are petitioner 1, 2, and 3. Where name of the post, Nazir, I have shown to your lordship, redesignated as section officer, original sanction order, date of joining, mode of selection, selection board, institution screening committee, which our lordship has said there is a committee which has been set up. Remarks, following the approval of DTT, this appointment was made to establish the examination cell at GIST as per AICT UGC norm. The institute has to conduct 32 different university examination in an academic session under 2 and University, Dibrugarh University, Assam Science and Technology University. Cell has been carried out the confidential works. So these are the 3 petitioners where the name has been sent. And this is what the name of the post. Now, at page 37, director written to the principal with reference, this is 26/3/2019, with reference to subject cited above, undersigned is pleased to provide approval to the proposal submitted by your esteemed office as follows. Following posts are renamed to incorporated system without prejudice all the service condition of the post designed at the time of the original sanction as stated below. So Nazir, redesignated as section officer, junior assistant, office assistant, and junior assistant as computer operator. So this is what director has sent it to the principal. Now, at page 38, lordship will kindly mark this 38, where the government has disputed this appointment order. They said that this is all fake appointments. At page 38. Now kindly see what is the order that has been passed by Director of Technical Education. On recommendation of the selection committee and the proposal submitted by the principal GIST and observing satisfactory service in the interest of public, undersigned is pleased to appoint the following contractual employees of GIST who have been extending their sincere services against the sanctioned vacant post since the very inception of the GIST examination cell established with due approval of this office. The scale of post is shown against the names given below, and the incumbents will be admissible for other benefit as per other employees under Director of Technical Education Assam. Expenditure incurred will be debitable from the head of the accounts, technical education, so and so, so and so, so and so, formulated. So these are the 3 officers, my lord, 3 petitioners. One is Dr. Bora and Bortako. Your lordship has seen that their posts have been redesignated. Nazir has been redesignated. So now their scale of pay. This is the memo number. Your lordship will kindly note down. Memo number T bracket EA 73 PT 201946. Your lordship will kindly mark this document which they are disputing. They are saying that these are all fake. There is no record with the government. Once it was directed, produce the record to show what is this appointment. They said we could not find any records to show that this is the appointment which is made by the director. There is no record with the government. How the director has given this regulation, how she can regularize on our approval. This is a whole dispute. This is the whole dispute of the case. So how this regulation has been made? Once, number one, my lord, I am also saying regulation has to be preceded by an employment, by an advertisement in a newspaper, so that equal opportunity is being given to all. Your lordship, that's the law. Equal opportunity should be given. You cannot pick and choose somebody. But this may go against me, but I am telling this is the law. So, irrespective whether this is fake or not fake, that has been preceded by preceded by an advertisement in the post, which I have not found any advertisement for this post. So irrespective whether it is fake, not fake, but my contractual employment, which was given, that is not fake. Contractual employment by the principal. Now, if your lordship goes on, now after this approval which was given by the government, my lord, regulation, my service by directorate. Now at page 39, I got 3 months salary. Through Jorhat Treasury, I received salary. But thereafter, after 3 months, they stopped my salary. So I represented the matter, my lord, to the Additional Chief Secretary at page 39, 28th of January 2020. Kindly see, my lord, we have the honor to inform we the following employee of Jorhat Institute of Science and Technology has received 3 months regular salary for the month of August, September, October 2019 from the date of joining of 1/8/2019 after getting regular appointment by letter dated 27/2019. But sir, unfortunately, we have not received our regular salary since November 2019 to till date, for which we are facing financial problem to run our family. In this regard, we'd like to inform the other employees are getting regular salary up to the month of December 2019. So this representation was moved before the Additional Chief Secretary, my lord, on 28th of January. Again, this true proper channel, again, same, my lord, that's a type copy. At 41, now, there is a letter which has been issued by the secretary to the Mosami Barua, my lord, who was the dean and director of the technical higher education technical department, where my services was regularized. So she gets a letter from the government, kindly see clarification regarding appointment of 3%. With reference to subject cited above, you are hereby to clarify on the following post as early as possible. Letter dated 26/3/2019 issued by you during your tenure as in charge Director of Technical Education Assam region for changing nomenclature of the original sanctioned post as internal arrangement. So it is not that the government is not aware of it. Government said how you changed the nomenclature. I have shown, my lord, 23 vacant posts, sanctioned vacant posts, where for internal arrangement, this particular nomenclature has been changed by the director. Now kindly see 2, letter dated 27/2019 and number so and so dated 27/2019. Reason for issuing appointment letter for 3% for different posts in the same date. This matter may be treated as urgent. Lordship got it? So now at page 41, 5th of March 2021, if your lordship looked into it, number 2, at that relevant time, Secretary of the Government of Assam didn't say how it's a fake appointment. Only when it is moved before the court, they have come and said this is all fake appointment. That time they didn't say. That time what it's been said, the reason for issuing appointment letter. How you have issued this appointment letter for 3% for different posts in the same date. Now, kindly see, my lord, at page 43. This is the reply which was given by Mosami Barua. At 1, a proposal was received from Principal J. Jorhat regarding their examination cell with 3 posts mentioned against 3 sanctioned vacant posts. These posts were redesignated accordingly for smooth functioning of the examination cell without changing the pay structure, scale of pay. DT is competent, that is Director Technical Education, is competent to redesignate on the basis of proposal received from the principal, J. Jorhat, for proper functioning of the cell. If it is not considered necessary, present DT may redesignate it back to the original structure. Regarding the issue of appointment of 3% in different posts on the same date, I was not aware of any government circular against appointing person for different posts on the same date. Director also never showed me any circular from the government in this regard. So this is a letter which has been written by the Dean and Director Technical Education. On 28 April, that is page 45, Joint Secretary written to a Director of Technical Education now, regarding submission of proposal for ex post facto approval to release salary. With reference subject, I am directed to forward here with the government letter dated 3/3/2021, along with reply of so and so. Engineering Corps requested to examine the clarification with a comment to submit the government earlier for further necessary action. Now, my lord, by the time the director, full-time director was appointed. So that is why it was addressed to the full-time director. And this Mosai Bora was working as professor in the Department of Computer Application in Engineering College. For time being, she was given in charge of Director Technical Education. And when she was there as in charge Director Technical Education, this all thing has happened. And Director Technical Education full-time came and there was a notice which was issued to her. How you have done? Please explain to us. Now, at page 47, this is the impugned order 24/6/2021. Get that my reply. Where is that? In pursuance of government letter. In pursuance of government. 24/22 is letter. Now kindly see. Yes, keep this. On 24/6/2021, this is a termination letter. In compliance of government's order dated so and so 22nd of June 2021. Now kindly pause for a moment. Kindly take up the affidavit. What is that letter? 22nd of June 2021. Your Lordship will like to know what is that letter. Because they have government affidavit, my lord. Page 53. Lordship got it?
Yes.
This is the letter. With reference to the subject, I am directed to request you to furnish the statement of allegation, list of document, list of witness to start disciplinary proceeding, and also request you to terminate service of person appointed by Dr. Mosai Barwa DTET Assam. So this is the Undersecretary has written to Director of Technical Education. And they said how the appointment has been made by the Director of Technical Education. So initiate a proceeding against this Mosai Barwa and take an action against the 3% where appointment was done. So in pursuance to this, my lord, on 22nd of June, now your Lordship comes back to page 47. In compliance of government's order, dated 22nd of June 2021. So one, my lord, there is no notice which is given to us. This is A, that is one deed and director has done something, my lord. So they said that you have to take action against deed and director, Mosai Barwa, and take action against that 3%. On the basis of that, without issuing any notice to us, my services was terminated. Kindly see now, the services of the following person, Jorhat Institute of Science and Technology, are hereby terminated with immediate effect on the ground of gross irregularity made while appointing them on regular basis. 5 letters, memo number dated 27/2019, memo number dated so and so, Dean and Director so and so. So this is what the appointment, my appointment as on regular basis, they said this could not have been done. But your Lordship will be seen in this letter, they have not spelled anything about that these appointments are fake. Only when the matter was moved, then they have come with this, that these appointments are fake. My termination one is you have not given any notice, number one. Number two, when the order was passed, you did not spell out that these 2 letters which you are now indicating are fake. Only what is done, how your appointments are being made. It is not been informed to us. So we challenge this order before this honorable court. Now there are 2 folds of argument. One fold, now they have come with an affidavit. In affidavit, the stand is very clear. This appointment by Mosai Barwa deed and director, appointing, regularizing my service is all fake. The government is not aware of it. That's the crust of the matter. That's what they are saying as on date. These are all fake appointments. So your lordship has said some records to be produced before the court. In what manner these are fake? We want to see it. Ultimately, I think their stand also will be clear that they have not found anywhere about this memo number. Memo number has to be there somewhere. They said, no, we couldn't find out that memo number, which has been issued by the then director, technical education. So if we could not find out, so your appointment is fake. She has done of her own, which we are not aware of it. This is their stand. This is a simple, they have taken the stand. So your regulation of services is bad. Second, their contention is that these type of cases, notice is not required. This is their case. There is one judgment of the Supreme Court. They will cite that judgment, saying that where is the question? These are all deed and director is in charge, where the approval has been taken from the government. Approval has not been taken from the government. So there is the apex court said there is a question of giving a notice. This is their stand. I am telling their stand. My stand will be one that my appointment on contractual basis, if it is required by the gist, as on date, 7 posts has been kept vacant for this case. So if I continue on a contractual basis as on date, my lord, I think there cannot be any objection because there is no salary to be paid from the public exchequer money. When you are appointed on regular basis, the scale of pay has to be paid. And this is a public money without any advertisement for the post. Their whole case is my appointment on regular services, but constitution this committee itself is not proper. How can you do it? So I can be what I am submitting before your lordship, I can be protected with a contractual employees which they have initiated. Secondly, there are equal judgment of the Supreme Court. I think one judgment also I have got one judgment. Even then, second argument is that suppose my appointment on regular basis is bad, is arbitrary, is also whether a notice should have been given to me for justifying it, which they have not done it. What they could have done, a notice should have been given. Why? How your appointment is being made on regular basis. So cost to you, give a reply. They could not have acted terminating my whole services from the contractual. Terminate me on the basis of regular employee. Your particular salary we are not going to pay. Regular, your appointment on regular basis is bad, but you continue as on contractual basis. We have no objection. That stance they should have to be taken by the government. Government is agreed by the regular employee how regularly they have been appointed. This is my second leg of argument. First is very clear, my lord. My contractual employee, they should be allowed to continue. Absolutely, there is no problem. I have today also inquired from my client, all the 7 posts has been kept vacant for court cases. Regular, my lord, is a different altogether. If your lordship feel that the regular cannot have been given to me because there is no advertisement for the post. Forget about this fake. There is no appointment for the, my lord, there's a proposition law is very clear. When you advertise, that has to be widely published. It may go against me, but I have to be very honest to the court. It goes against me, my lord, but the law is very clear. Fake, forget about the fake man. There has to be advertisement for the post for regular employee. Contractual, yes. If it is sanctioned vacant post for the emergency purpose, yes, it can be done. But when the question of regular scale of pay, then there has to be advertisement of post. This 3% will continue till an advertisement is made by the government for regular employee. I think that way it doesn't affect the government also, man. Very short and narrow campus, my lord. Even all lordship, my learned fellow argue only on that point is the fake. Let us admit that for a moment, my lord, I accept his argument, it is fake. But why I should not be allowed to continue on contractual basis? So let me, my lord, continue on contractual basis. If the gist requires my service, if gist requires my service, till a regular appointment is being made through an advertisement. I think that will not affect the government because government doesn't have to pay. It is from a tuition fees, whatever they get it, these employees are being paid, contractual employees. These are required for the purpose of conducting the examination. Cell has been constituted for that purpose. There are few judgments. I have said, my lord, these are two propositions. And your lordship and my learned friend will argue on that also. That this particular appointment, your regularization of appointment is fake. And your lordship will kindly see how they acted. Whatever may be, I have been working. You have constituted a committee. If I take for a moment, you have constituted a committee. And for the act of deed and director, I have been penalized without giving any notice. If I argue, this is the second aspect of limb of the argument, which I said that your lordship, I will not trouble your lordship with the second limb of argument regarding about serving and giving a notice to me, which is apparently they should have served. But there is equally one judgment of the Supreme Court, which I said, my lord. So forget about that part. But my contractual why I should not be allowed to continue with the service on contractual basis which they have appointed, if my services is required. So let me continue, my lord. In the meantime, what the government take an action, let them do it, let them advertisement for the post. I think beyond that, my learned friend will not argue. His argument is to the extent that these are fake appointments. Fake appointment, we are not aware of it. Director has done it of his own. There is no record as such with the government. This is what my learned friend last time has come to the court and said, we have not found a record to show how these appointments are being made. There will be some file number. This file number is given. That really I can't say whether file number has been communicated to the government, government has kept that, I can't say. They said we have not received this file number. So let me continue on contractual basis. If they require my service, till a regular appointment is being made. These are government money, these are not a public money, it's a sanction vacant post. These are all sanction vacant posts. All should get an opportunity. Employment all should get. You cannot pick and choose. But these are required. That's why they appointed. Of course, let me place it before your lordship. This is not contractual employees also not been in pursuance of an advertisement. It is on a notice board it has been had. And they appeared. Along there, few of the employees, I think they also have come up before the court, which I have been told, and their services also been terminated because they have been regularized. Same. But I am not representing those. I am representing only these three petitioners before me. I will not trouble with your lordship with a judgment. Let my learned friend say what he wants to argue on this point. Only I want a protection that my particular contractual should remain, not on a regular basis. If the service of gist is required, my service, if they require my service as on date. This is my submission.
Please, your lordships. See, after hearing the submission made by my senior sir, lordship, if he is abandoned the pair made in a writ petition, lordship, where pair is page 17, lordship.
Yes.
This is the pair made by the petitioner. The imping orders dated termination dated lordship 24/6/2021 shall not be quashed and set aside. The petitioner shall not be allowed to continue in service with the consequential benefits including salary. The petitioner shall not be paid their area salaries from the month of November 2019 to June 2021, lordship. This is in respect of lordship regular appointment, which in our view, lordship, that is a fake appointment, lordship. That file was fake file. I have the all original records as per my lord's directions. I have the all original records. Even the lordship, the file opening record is also here, lordship. The incoming and outgoing letters record is also here, lordship. And nowhere that particular file is found, lordship. It is a fake file.
His file was open up to file number 46, Lordship. Even that particular file was also we are bring as per Lordship's direction, the last file also being. Lordship. That particular part 373 file is not there, Lordship. My senior sources says that, Lordship, regarding he is insisting the contextual part, Lordship. If he is insisting the only contextual part, Lordship, then I have nothing to say.
This.
I will
Your
not
Lordship-
submit anything.
Yes, my lordship will close
Even
it.
if the merit, if
Yes, your lordship is right. That's why I said, my learned friend objection will be disaffied. So your lordship can close it by saying that I'll continue, but not on regular services. My learned friend is again that there should not be appointment without any advertisement for the post for regular basis. But contextual, my lord, there is no absolutely there is no problem.
contextual is the internal arrangement.
Yes,
by the-
internal arrangement, let me
As per
continue,
by the
my lord.
College Authority, Lordship. If petitioner is insisting only that part, Lordship, I will not argue the case, Lordship. Otherwise, I have the Honorable Apex Court judgment as well as my lord judgment as well as our High Court judgment is there, Lordship. I will place everything in respect of that take appointment, Lordship. If petitioner abandon this, the termination part and the salary part, Lordship, I will not argue anything, Lordship. Regarding, Lordship, contextual part, it is upon the gist authority, Lordship, whether their service is required or not. If their service is required, they will continue and they will till the regular selection is made, Lordship. In that part, I have no objection. In other part, Lordship, if then I have to argue the case, Lordship. It is an admitted fact that, Lordship, it is a public employment, public post, Lordship. There is no any advertisement in the newspaper about it, no written test, no interview,
My
nothing
lord,
was
can
there.
it be like this, my lord? Can it be like this? Let it be an order passed by this court. And we continue as on a contractual basis, but not on regular contractual basis. Let us know as an interim measure, let me continue as a contractual basis. Let us also know what the gist want to say. Gist.
This also a party here.
Gist also we made a party. They have not, I think they are not
This
appearing.
now is a, Lordship, government college, Lordship. It is, Lordship, that college was represented by us, Lordship.
Oh, right, right. Then there is no problem.
It is a government college, Lordship.
And he is repenting there is
The
no.
government college, if the authority of this require their service, Lordship, as a contextual employee, Lordship, it's depend upon that particular governing body, Lordship. That body of the gist, Lordship. Regarding regular part and termination part, in Lordship, not touch that, then I will not submit anything, Lordship. It is upon the gist authority, if their service is required, they will continue. If their service is not required, they will go, Lordship.
Okay. But Mr. Didas, then senior counsel. Assisted by MS
Yes, Sharma.
S. Shamat. Then counsel for the petitioners. Also heard Mr. Gay Gogoi, then it's standing counsel,
Technical education, Your Honor.
technical education. Is it higher education or
Higher
technical?
education, technical department, Lordship.
Oh, yeah. Higher education within brackets, technical department. Stop. Para. The Jorhat Institute of Science and Technology. Feeling the necessity for constitution of an examination set for the purpose of being in charge of all kinds of examination constituted the GIST examination cell after grant of approval by the after being approved
Yes,
by the Directorate of
Director of.
Technical Education.
Yes.
Alright. Accordingly, by an office order. No,
29/5/2017.
you are outsourced, isn't it?
No, initially I was outsourced. Thereafter, through an notice which they have issued. Initially, I was outsourced at page 22. 18/11/2016. I was outsourced.
Page
18/11/2016
26.
at page 22.
Page
Initially, comma. Where the Jorhat Institute, you say within bracket GIST in short. The GIST decided to outsource some of the stuff on contractual basis to be paid from the tuition fees of the
Yes.
students.
Thereafter, at page 24,
1 minute. Accordingly, by office order dated 18/11/2016.
20,
The petitioner number 1, 2, and 3 were appointed as UDA, na?
yes.
UDA, comma, LDA and LDA respectively. Stop. Draft.
Your lordship will find my appointment letter, what post at page 26 is petition number 1.
Yeah,
Yes.
draft. This is a notice,
Which one?
page 23.
Page 23 is the advertisement for this post. While, my lord, the outsourcing, they have advertised for this post on 18/6/2016, first advertisement, but there was none. Then the second advertisement was made on 28/10/2016. In pursuant to the second advertisement, my lord, I appeared.
After you are appointed by this order.
Yes, in pursuant to the advertisement.
Okay, then you say on top, you say, accordingly, advertisement dated 18/6/2016 was issued by the principal JIST Jorhat for filling up the post.
234, my lord, the serial number
For
2.
filling up the post of computer operator LDA within bracket.
It is a notice, lordship, it is not
Yes.
advertisement, lordship.
Not
Then-
an notice,
It is a notice, not advertisement, lordship.
comma, section assistant LDA, grade 3 within bracket. And data entry operator LDA within bracket, grade 3.
My lord may indicate it is a notice, lordship, it is not
I've
advertisement.
changed it,
Yes.
lordship.
But this, no one applied. Subsequently, they applied.
Along with 2 other posts, 3 other posts, 2 other posts. To constitute the examination cell in this stuff. However, as there were no applications.
Correct. Next page, page 24.
Another notice dated 28/10/2016 was issued for the same post.
Yes, right.
The petitioners 1, 2, and 2 accordingly applied for the
Yes.
post of computer operator LDA grade 3, section assistant LDA grade 3, data entry operator LDA within bracket grade 3. Stop.
My lord may indicate it's a appointment is purely temporary, lordship,
On
Yes.
purely
Then-
temporary basis and maybe.
consequently, and after the examination process, comma, the petition number 1 was appointed as section officer at GIST on contract basis by office order dated 29/5/2017. Stop. Petitioner number 2 was also appointed as office assistant at GIST on contract basis by an order dated 29/5/2017.
Next, page 29.
The petitioner number 3
Page 29.
was also appointed as computer operator on contract basis by an office order dated
Page 29. 29. 5. At page 28, your lordship will find it 29/05/2017. Same order, all same order.
I think it's 31/12/2018,
31/12, yes.
31/12/2018.
Where do you go? No, 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 no.
This has not been typed out, I think.
Yeah, no, it has been.
Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Correct. Correct.
Paragraph. While the petitioners were functioning against their respective posts on contract basis, comma, the principal GIST issued an order dated 22nd January 2019. On the basis of the instructions of the Director of Technical Education, constituting a selection cum screening committee with 3 members to verify the testimonials and other relevant documents and performances of the employees of GIST examination cell, which was established after due approval of the Director of Technical Education, Assam, for onward transmission of the proposal for regularization of the services of the employees appointed on contract basis against sanctioned by the stop. Consequently, the selection cum screening committee held its proceedings on 25th February 2019. And the name of the petitioners, 1, 2, and 3, were recommended for regularization, isn't it? For regularization of the services against their respective posts, i.e. section officer, comma, office assistant, and computer operator respectively. Stop. Nipara. At this stage, it will be worth mentioning that the government of Assam Higher Education within bracket Technical Department by a communication dated 19 December 2009 conveyed sanction for creation of 23 non-teaching posts for GIST. Stop. No, no need to cancel it. That's good. Where's your regularization order?
This is page 38. Page 38.
Drafter. The Director of Technical Education, Government of Assam, by an order dated
27, 2019. Down below. Director of Technical Education, Director 27,
2019. On the recommendation of the selection committee and proposal submitted by the principal GIST. Appointed the petitioners 1, 2, and 3. This is on regular appointment.
Regular appointment.
It's not mentioned here.
Yes, kindly see. Satis in the interest, we please to appoint the following, extending the services against sanction vacancy in the very inception. Scale of post is shown, names below this so and so. These are regular scale of pay of post. Kindly say second paragraph. Scale of pay of post shown against the names.
Petitioners 1, 2, and 3
They have said a new
against the sanction vacant post
pension rule also.
along with scale of pay. Stop. The order further mentions that the petitioners shall be governed by the set of new pension rules. Stop. Para.
Three months salary I got, thereafter stop. and-
Thereafter, petitioners started receiving their regular pay salaries up to the month of
Up to the month of my lord,
October
2019.
2019. Stop. However, they were not paid their salaries despite rendering the services from the month of November, isn't it?
Yes.
November 2019 onwards. Stop. Being aggrieved, comma, the petitioners. Where's that representation?
Representation is, my lord, at page 2039. Request to
Meant
release regular monthly
the
salary.
representation
20th
before
of
the
January.
additional chief secretary to the governor of Assam. Education within bracket H department on 20 January 2020. Praying for release of their regular monthly salary. Stop. Para. While matters rest thus, the secretary to the government of Assam, higher education within bracket technical department, wrote a letter dated 5th March 2021 to the erstwhile director of technical education,
Director in search, I see.
to the director in charge of technical education to clarify to clarify for change of nomenclature of the original sanction post as internal arrangement. And the reason for issuing appointment letters for 3 persons within bracket petitioners for different posts on the same date. Stop. The query put in the letter dated 5th March 2021 was replied to by letter dated
7th of April, page 43.
by letter dated 7th April 2021, clarifying her position. Stop. Thereafter, the impugned letter order dated 24/6/2021 was issued by the Director of Technical Education Assam, terminating with immediate effect the services of the petitioners on the ground that gross irregularities were made while appointing them on regular basis. Stop. Being aggrieved, comma, petitioners are before this court by way of the present petition.
My lord, in respect to our stand, my lord, may kindly record our statement made in additional affidavit, paragraph 3, 4 and
1
5.
minute, I'll come back.
Lordship.
It is the submission of learned Mr. D. Das, the senior counsel for the petitioners, that they were initially appointed on, that the petitioners were initially appointed on contract basis in the examination cell of GIST. As there was requirement for the services. Stop. This appointment was made after issuance of notice for filling up the said vacancies. Stop. Thereafter, comma, on the instructions of the Director of Technical Education, the principal GIST had constituted the screening selection committee.
No, they have been appointed. They appointed.
Uh,
They have appointed the selection screening committee Yes. for considering the case of the petitioners for appointment on regular basis. Stop.
On contractual basis.
No, on regular basis.
Yes.
Selection committee.
Yeah,
Was
oh,
for regular-
thereafter, yes.
Stop. After examination of all the testimonies and the performance report
Yes.
of the petitioners, the screening committee passed a resolution on 25th February 2019, recommending the case of the petitioners for appointment on regular basis. Stop. Accordingly, the director of technical education, Assam, issued the order dated 27/2019, appointing the petitioners on regular basis. As the petitioners were rightly or wrongly appointed on regular basis by the order dated 27/2019, a show cause notice is required before the issuance of the termination order dated 24/6/2021, which has not been done by the respondents. He further submits that if the termination order dated 24/6/2021 is not interfered with by this court, the petitioners would automatically revert back to their
Yes.
contractual position,
Yes.
and therefore they should be permitted to continue on contract
Correct.
basis
Correct.
till such time the respondents fills up those posts on regular basis after following due procedure of
Yes.
law. That much?
That much.
Yes, Gogol.
My lord, our standing additional affidavit.
Where's your additional affidavit?
Additional affidavit filed by Lordship Dr. Atul Bora Lordship. Just filed on Lordship on 28/10/2021. In the affidavit also, but Lordship may only, this paragraph may be recorded, it will suffice.
Where's your additional affidavit?
Additionally, filed on
28/10/2021.
Lordship.
Which para?
Paragraph 3, 4, and 5, Lordship.
Mr. K. Gogol, understanding council higher education, technical education. On the other hand, submits that the two appointment letters in favor of the petitioners, appointing them in two different posts in the establishment of GIST, was not issued by the department. And as per the records of the register of letters issued by the Director of Technical Education, issue register book number 2, the same were not issued by the department. Stop. As per records of the register book number 2, the letter issued on 27/2019, and the consecutive number in the register. No, this is not required, I think.
Lordship does indicate that there is a date to appointment letter.
He
take
therefore
one.
submits that the appointment of petitioners, or that the appointment of the petitioners on regular basis were fake appointment orders.
Then Lordship, paragraph 4, that
Stop.
particular file is fake one. Lordship may,
He also submits that the file bearing memo number TE within bracket EA-73 PT / 2019 / 46 is a fact file, correct?
Lordship.
Stop. He therefore submits that there was no requirement for issuing notice prior to the termination of the service of the petitioners by the order dated 24/6/2021. It therefore submits that there's no merit in the petition and the same will be dismissed. Stop. Para. I have heard the learned counsel for the parties. Para. This court has considered the notice issued by the principal justice while appointing the petitioners on contractual basis to their respective posts, i.e. you give those posts. Stop. It is seen that the initial appointment of the petitioners were on contractual basis and drafted on the advice of the then Director of Technical Education. The principal just constituted the screening committee for scrutinizing the testimonials and the performance report of the petitioners. The screening committee in its meeting held on 25th February 2019 resolved to recommend the case of the petitioners for appointment on regular basis. Stop. The same was forwarded to the concerned department, to the Director of Technical Education. And on the approval of the director, and on approval, the and drafted, the Director of Technical Education issued the appointment orders. Stop. This court has noticed that when the petitioners were appointed on regular basis, no advertisement was made calling for applications from the open market. Stop. And they were stopped, cancelled the plan. Stop. On that basis, comma, the manner in which the petitioners have been appointed on regular basis cannot be held to be manner in which the petitioners were appointed on regular basis cannot be held to be valid in the eye of law. Accordingly, comma, this court is not interfering with the impugned order dated 24/6/2021, by which the petitioners were terminated from their regular service. Stop. Para. However, comma, it is noteworthy. It is important to note that before the petitioners were appointed on regular basis, they were serving on contractual basis in the same post. Stop. Therefore, when the regular appointment of the petitioners were cancelled by the order dated 24/6/2021, comma, petitioners should have been reverted back to their contractual post. Stop. This has not been done, and they have been deprived of their contractual salary till date. In that view of the matter, comma, this writ petition is disposed of, directing the respondents, particularly GIST, Yes. the principal GIST, Yes. to reappoint the petitioners on contractual basis if their services are still required. Yes. In the event the service of the petitioners are appointed on contractual, are taken back on contractual basis, they shall be allowed to continue in service till regular appointments are made to the said post Yes. after following due procedure. Yes, ma'am. I'm deeply obliged. I'm deeply.
To
the above directions with.
My lord, in a regular appointment, lordship may only one word may be added. LS regular appointment that will. LS regular appointment, lordship. Otherwise that observation, in the observation part, lordship they indicate that it's a regular appointment.
Alleged.
LS, lordship.
Deeply.
Because we.
May I please? Lord, in this case, my lord, for the respondent number two, my lord, Mr. S. Bhattaku is appearing, my lord. Morning, my lord, you know, the affidavit is not like my lord. That is called for my lord. That is come, my lord. Now he's like sport number one, my lord. May I pay for two more, my lord? If not, objected by
Let
the-
me,
Where is the affidavit? Has it come?
Lord. Please come, my lord. He will address the court, my lord.
my lord, my lord,
With my lord, his next court number one. Number one hearing matter is going on. Because here,
let me lordship, just a simple matter, lordship, regarding affiliation. They have admitted that I have one, another paragraph, prayer also, lordship, regarding temporary affiliation.
Who's appearing in this matter?
my lord,
It's related to the-
S. Bhattaku.
Yes, Bhattakur.
Bhattaku. He was
No.
here, my lord. Just
If he's appearing in another court and he can't appear today,
Lordship.
what is the point of hearing you? Mr.
No, lordship. 10 and 8, lordship. It's a little bit urgency is there, lordship, with all respect, lordship.
What is it?
Lordship is
Thursday.
Thursday, lordship, hearing day, it would be better, lordship, because it can be disposed of, lordship.
Third K Majumdar and council.
My learned friend's request may be noted, lordship, because otherwise,
Mr.
P. Sharma, I am for respondent number one.
P. Sharma, Leonard Council,
Respondent number one.
appears for the respondent, who's respondent one?
I think up to the-
the respondent number one, lordship,
You're the standing council, no?
No, CGC, my lord.
You know, CGC appears for the respondent number one. Stop. On request made on behalf of Mr. S. Bhattakur.
Yes.
Leonard Council,
for the respondent
for
number.
the respondent number 2, lordship.
for the respondent number two, list this matter. Again on 8.
For it.
Deeply less.
8.
Lordship.
Hello, less.
Item 20.
May please your losses.
This order, I think I may have to sign it. Yes, Devi,
Lordships, this case relates to overdrawn, my lord. And earlier lordship stayed the order of the,
oh, interim order is.
yes, but he
Yes,
did
sir.
not get provisional pension, gratuity, leave pension, nothing, my lord. After submitting this order, my lord, he did not get anything, my lord. And this, your lordship can dispose of the matter
No,
because,
lordship, here's some serious offenses that they.
lordship, I have annexed one copy
This,
of the, of
this-
this honorable
lordship, this,
court order where it is settled by the Supreme Court, my lord.
there's a criminal case pending against the petitioner lordships.
What?
That is, criminal case is pending regarding forging of this document lordship. And so far this provisional pension is concerned, though it was sanctioned lordships, thereafter DC has conducted a hearing lordship, hearing the petitioner was present. After hearing this sanction order was withheld for time being lordship. And the criminal proceedings, I will get an instruction very soon lordships. That is informed me right now lordship. Because this date of birth was forged in this service book lawsuit, it was overwritten. The petitioner has not annexed any to substantiate his date of birth, nor
Then
the
why are you not filing your affidavit?
that instruction lawsuit that I am receiving. This 23 case, lawsuit, new case lawsuit, I will get it lawsuit. I will get it.
My lord, at least leave pension may be granted, my lord, but because he won't be able to
What is
survive.
your problem in not giving the,
Because though it is written, overwritten, but he did not write, my lord, but because service book is not with him, my lord.
But at the because the direction of the deputy commissioner lawsuit, a hearing was made, and on the order of the deputy commissioner lawsuit, his this sanction was this provisional pension was withheld lawsuit. And this
why?
that instruction lawsuit, deputy commissioner's lawsuit, I'll have to get all those instructions from the. Right now, over phone, I have got the instruction lawsuit, and a criminal case is pending. I think search sheet has been filed. That information I'll have to take lawsuit.
But my,
So some
I have
serious
not
offense is there,
received such
lawsuit.
type of what submission he has made. My client did not say anything, my lord.
Okay.
Just he
Let
requested
me
me
have
to,
my written instruction lawsuit. Lawsuit, kindly give me some time lawsuit.
then Friday, my lord, Friday,
Not
because
to not be possible lawsuit next week lawsuit.
MSK Devi, London Council for the petition. On request made by SMT Chishti, Standing Council,
Secondary education law.
Secondary Education. Please this matter. Again on
12, my lord, 12.
12 lawsuits, there are so many cases lawsuits on
15 then?
15 lawsuits,
15.
15. Oblige your lord.
Highly obliged.